Hi everyone! So today I'll be showing you how to create this Mystique bracelet on the Rainbow Loom. I really like this bracelet. Some of you may say it looks similar to my Lacy M bracelet, however this one is a little bit bigger and chunkier than my Lacy M bracelet, which I do have a tutorial for on my channel, by the way. So anyways, if you are excited to watch this tutorial and love this Mystique bracelet, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and this is not the outro, and so now without further ado, let's get started. Today you will need any type of loom. I will be using a Rainbow Loom today. You can also use a monster tail for this project. I've got a tutorial for this using the monster tail that is linked down in the description box below in case you're interested. I would say it's easier to make this on the monster tail, but it isn't really that big of a difference. You'll also need a hook. I'll be using a metal tipped hook today, and you'll also need about 110 bands. I'll be using the new RainbowLoom.com Sweets Collection bands in the colors of Fairy Pastel Pink, Neon Orange, Yellow, I believe this is Yellow Green, Turquoise, and then I'll just be using just plain white here. You also need one C-clip. So all my supplies today are from RainbowLoom.com, and now without further ado, let's get started. So I'm just starting with my loom's arrow pointing down, and I'm going to start here where the hole is, but it doesn't really matter because you can always pull it through the side to the pins when you're making your bracelet. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So first you're going to take your first color of band, and basically you're just going to, let's see, find my pins here, twist it here, just like that. Then I'm going to take next color and twist it in the center, going diagonally across, like that. And then you're going to take whatever color you want on the outside for the kind of frilly color. Put that right there. So you should have something like this now. So now we are going to go ahead and do the same exact thing again. I'm going to take a single band and go diagonally here. Now, these 4 pins right here are going to be the bracelet part, which looks like this right here, the black and white section here. So that's what the 4 pins right here are, and then this super long one here is the outside frilly. So that's how you, that's just a little info right there to choose your colors. And then add your next color on, going diagonally the other way. And then lastly, we add on whatever color you want to be the frilly stuff on the outside, right there. And then lastly, we are going to do the inner, these 4 pins one last time. So I'm going to put my next color here, and then put my next color here, and then we're gonna stop right there. So now we're going to go ahead and start the hooking process. The hooking process is super duper easy. All you do, take your hook, and what you want to do is just grab the bottom layer on each of the pins and pull over. So one layer here, pull over the pin and release. The next one here. It doesn't matter how many layers are on each pin, you're just going to grab the bottom layer only and pull over. So on this pin we've got 2 different layers. We're still going to grab the bottom layer only and pull over. Same thing here, bottom layer, pull over. And it doesn't matter the order in which you hook all the pins as long as they all get hooked. Bottom layer over, and the bottom layer at the top here, and pull over. So you should have something like this now. And so now we are always going to be adding on additional bands in a specific pattern. So we always are going to add on this long diagonal band first. Just like that, that's going to be the frillies. And then we add the shorter diagonal one, and then the longer diagonal one. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start the hooking process again. Same thing, bottom layer only and pull over. Bottom layer, pull over. Grab the bottom layer here. Even though there's 2 layers, you're still only going to grab the bottom one, pull over and release. Bottom layer, pull over. Bottom layer, pull over, bottom layer, pull over. And now we are finished with the hooking process. So push your bands down, and we are going to continue on again. So remember, first off, we're always going to add the frilly band that goes around the 2 long pins here. Then we're gonna add on our next color. We always add on the shorter diagonal one first in the center. Oh goodness. And then we add the one that goes long ways like that. So you should have something like this now. And now we're going to go ahead and start the hooking process. Grab the bottom layer only and pull over. Bottom layer only. Bottom layer. And as for the ones with 3 bands on each pin, like the 3 layers, you can always change that to an inverted fishtail stitch to switch up the look a little bit. It's not going to affect the whole look a whole lot, but you're still going to get a slightly different effect. So you should have something like this now. And now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing again. So you should be getting the pattern of this bracelet. It actually is not that hard at all. So frilly band first. Then, let's see, inside, and then the next band goes diagonally here, and then start the hooking process. Bottom layer, pull over, bottom layer, pull over, bottom layer, pull over. Then over here, we're going to grab the bottom layer and pull over, bottom layer, pull over, and bottom layer here and pull over. So it's as simple as that. This bracelet is super easy. So we're going to do the whole thing again. Diagonal band here, add your middle layer here, and then put this band that goes diagonally there. So now we're going to do the hooking process. Grab the bottom layer and pull over, bottom layer and pull over on all of the pins. Just like that. So if you don't have a rainbow loom, just stick your hook in right here and pull it out to the side. It doesn't matter which hole as long as it's not running into your base plate that's down there. If you've got a rainbow loom, go ahead and let it come out through the bottom just because it's a lot less work than going over here to try to maneuver it to come out the other way. But anyways, I'm going to show you how to do this a couple more times. Since it's pretty simple, I'm not going to do this a whole lot of times. But anyways, first off, we always add this long band here. Then we add on the shorter band here. Just as a way to remember, you're always going to do this pins first, then you're going to go to this pin first, which goes diagonally to here, then go to this pin here. So it's kind of like a 1, 2, 3 thing, if that makes any sense. But anyways, now we're going to add on our last band here and start the hooking process. So bottom band over, bottom band pull over, and you're not going inside of any bands to grab anything, you're staying on the outside of the pin. Bottom band pull over, bottom band pull over, and the bottom band pull over right there. So every now and then you want to go ahead and give your bracelet a tug just to make sure that you don't accidentally make it too long, because sometimes the bands may get scrunched up, and also the bands that make the frillies on the outside of your bracelet may get tucked in. That's completely normal because of the hooking process. Sometimes the bands stack up upon each other kind of weird. But at the end I'll be showing you how to kind of pull those out so you get a nice even frilly look here. So I'm going to show you how to do the hooking and band process 2 more times. So first off, add your long frilly layer and then your shorter diagonal layer and then your next layer right here. Just like that. Then you're going to take your hook and grab the bottom layer on each pin and pull over. Bottom layer, pull over, bottom layer, pull over. Bottom layer, pull over. Just like that. So you should have something like this now. Now we're going to add on our next layer. This is the last time I will be showing you. So add on your diagonal layer here, and then the other diagonal layer. So just as a note, all the pins will have 3 layers on each after you put on your new bands, except for these 2 pins right here. After you add on the new layer band, you should have 2 layers. So now for the hooking process, bottom layer, pull over, bottom layer, over, bottom layer, over. You should always be grabbing one band at a time. Just like that. So at this point you should have something like this, and as you can see, kind of, it's turning out really cool. So anyways, I'm gonna go off camera to go ahead and finish my bracelet, just because it's gonna take this video forever if I leave the camera rolling. If you're still having trouble, please don't hesitate to go ahead and rewind in the video and rewatch the previous instructions. If you're doing great, then keep on doing what you're doing until you get an entire wrist length of bracelet, and then I'll be back to show you how to take this off of your loom. So I am now finished with the entire length of my bracelet, and it looks kind of crazy right now, but we're going to be fixing the little frillies on the outside. But anyways, let's go ahead and take this off of our loom first. So first off, you're going to go ahead and grab the bands that are here on the bottom left pin. Carefully pull those off and place those onto this bottom pin right here. So just move those over right to here. Then you're going to grab the bands that are right here, these white ones, and then move those over down here. Then grab these white ones here and pull those down. And then we're going to grab the blue ones and pull those down. And lastly, this one white band, oh goodness, let go of that one, but you're gonna put that one right here. So you should have all of them on this pin right now. Then I'm just going to take double of my white bands and put my hook inside all of these bands right here. Grab these double white bands and hook those downwards onto this pin. Just like that. After that, I'm going to just slide my C-clip onto all of these bands and pull it off of my loom. Pull everything off of my loom. Pull this through. And we're finished almost. So lastly, I'm going to show you how to fix the frillies. All you got to do is take your fingers and kind of pinch the insides here a little bit, and just kind of stretch those out, because you might have some that are tucked in a lot or sticking out a lot. And then just keep stretching your bracelet and making the frills all even. And get both sides here. Just like that. And don't worry if you've got, if you're taking like forever to do this. It's good to get everything really even. But anyways, when you're finished and everything's close to perfect, take your C-clip and attach it to some of the bands that are at the other end. So I'm just gonna grab some of these white ones here. That, and we are completely finished. So thank you all so much for watching this Mystique bracelet tutorial. I really hope you liked this design. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if it helped you out, and also hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And find me on all my social media sites linked down in the description box below. Once again, thank you all so much for watching this tutorial, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!